Alert reactor. Roll on.
What's up, Reactorites? I'm John.
I'm Mark.
And we just came out of the world premiere red carpet event for The Conjuring 2. And I'm excited. This movie, I teared up a lot. It was scary. I don't know, it's just a lot of emotions just came out of this.
And don't forget funny.
Funny too, yeah.
There were some funny parts.
Yeah. I laughed, I cried, and I wet my pants.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's what that smell was.
So, what's your verdict?
I really liked it. I'm a big fan of the first one, and the second one, it just delivered on all fronts because, you know, like you said, it was funny, it had heart to it, and it scared me.
The bejesus out of you?
Yeah, it scared the bejesus out of me.
Yeah, so for those of you that don't know, Conjuring 2, it's the sequel to the first Conjuring, and we have Ed and Lorraine, they're back. They're going to do more investigations, and this one is like they call it the Amityville in London?
Amityville of England.
Of England.
Yes.
Yeah, because it can't be contained in London, it just spreads out.
Yep.
Yeah, and here, so you got London setting, you got people speaking English with the British accent, and it's a nice change of pace from the first movie.
Yes,
Yeah.
very much so. And what's cool about it is that even though the Enfield Poltergeist is a very, very famous, scary story, especially out in England, it's pretty much you know, it tells it from a different perspective.
Yeah, the first movie follows one family. This one, it follows that same formula of like a family that needs help, and it's the Hodgson family. They have like one mom. There's no dad involved, and you got two sons and two daughters, and I think that's all you need. And you really care about the family.
Yeah, you really do, especially since the father is not involved. The family is very, very close-knit, so they take care of each other. Yeah. So you kind of like relate to that aspect, and that's why you kind of hope and pray that Ed and Lorraine is able to wipe away whatever demon is, you know, sucking the life of poor Janet.
Yeah, and Janet is the youngest daughter. And she oh my gosh, she goes through a lot in this film. So the actress was it Madison Wolfe, the one that plays her. I give her like an A in performance, and
for a child actor, she did great. She did phenomenal in this role.
Yeah, and what I like about the Conjuring films, like it's hard for horror films to make you care about the main characters. Yeah. Usually they're like just throwaway characters, like oh this character's introduced, and then they're gonna kill him off just to get people watching it excited. Yeah, you know, blood and gore. But here, you know, you don't want people to die. It's like, please don't get hurt, or, you know, you just care about them.
And the crazy thing is that, you know, to me, I think of Ed and Lorraine Warren, which is funny considering what James Wan's next movie is going to be. I think of them as kind of like superheroes. Ed and Lorraine are, you know, there to take care of the demons that are possessing. Yeah. But when they are in trouble, then you know that things have gotten really bad.
Yeah, and I like Ed and Lorraine in the movies because they have their own issues, but they can't turn down like a family in need.
Yeah, because they have a family of their own.
Yeah, and this one they decide to go just to check it out, just to see if the Hodgson family, they're doing a hoax or not, because they're representing the church. They want to make sure everything's cool. The scares in this one is just as good as the first. Yes. The emotional scenes, I think this one has more emotional scenes than the first one.
Yes, agreed.
Yeah, I think I teared up like 4 or 5 times throughout the movie.
Twice.
Twice?
Twice.
Yeah, if I wasn't like surrounded by like a whole audience, I would just let it flow. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the cinematography was great.
Oh yeah, it's the Conjuring films have like great cinematography.
And James Wan kind of flips the script and he experiments a lot with the camera work here to a way where you think you see something but you don't. He plays a lot with the foreground and background.
Yeah, because like if you've seen a lot of horror movies, you know, like the typical like shots, like, oh, the camera's gonna move this way, and then, oh, this person's gonna show up, and everyone gets scared. So he knows when to reveal like the ghost and when not to do it. The performances, they're all great. Like, I don't think there's like a weak link on any of them.
No, from top to bottom, even the 4 kids themselves, they did great performances all around.
Vera's great as Lorraine, and then Patrick is great as Ed, and the kids, everyone's just so likable. And there's like a scene in the movie that has a performance by Patrick Wilson that just brings the whole family together. I love that scene. When you see that, you'll feel it.
And then you'll go on Spotify or iTunes later, and they'll say that song over and over and over again.
Is that what you're gonna do?
Yes.
All right.
I'm gonna add that to my playlist later.
This movie, we definitely recommend you guys watch it if you're a fan of the first Conjuring.
Yes.
If you're a fan of horror films.
Oh, I mean, overall, it was just a fun, great ride, and if you're a horror fan, you will love this.
But then you would also consider this one of the best films of 2016 right now?
Yes.
Wow.
Top 5, at least.
Top 5, wow.
Top 5.
Wow, this is, I would have to say yes too, probably top 5. It's not your typical horror movie because it has a lot of feels, a lot of emotions, and a lot of
good laughs.
Good laughs, great character development. You care about these families.
And they expand more on Ed and Lorraine's relationship, which they kind of tapped into a little bit.
This one, they really like drive it in there.
Yeah.
And like you start like tearing up just because of that.
Yep.
Yeah. So definitely watch it. With that said, thanks for watching this video. I'm John.
I'm Mark.
And we'll see you guys next time.